State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Sam Darnold and the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they can get it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
3 on the play.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Darnold completes it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That's the reason we dance for. Circle around twice with the encore. You know.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's complete right around the 8. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So give them the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Sam Sloman is on from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's the option. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Oh, look at this. Down in the field still. That's Derrick Henry, the running back. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play fake, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Brissett's pass intercepted by the Rams. They'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Rams 3, Cardinals 0.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is caught. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Darnold now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Number 12.
Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is end of the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team is playing.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Recovered.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this one down to 36.
Number 23.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Out of the gun, Brissett. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Brissett. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Akers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 38, Darnold, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a turnover on down.
Ready ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Here's Brissett. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll throw again. Brissett airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And out of bounds right around the 20. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the red zone now, Brissett to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
For the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. First down, it's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. jump over halftime.
14. Rams 10.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And 1.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambled a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground with a tight end. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, McDonald flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Brissett. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man here, Sims complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Olivier Vernon brings him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again they run with Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now a run with Akers. Powerful running. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Darnold from the gun. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throw it. Brissett. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. He had a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
In the regular
So
show.
from inside the 20, here's
Okay,
first
so
and
it's
10 at the
showing
18.
today's available slot, but we have a class that doesn't even make sense.
No. That must be after the class, like, after 9:45 to 10:15.
From the
I
shotgun
think they're
now,
like,
here's
they're
an
like
inside
at 6
give.
o'clock.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Go to appointment booking.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain
Yeah,
there.
in
Make it
appointment
second and
booking,
9.
I see
That
Right.
all makes sense because they've
February
been
7
throwing it well
and
on this
7:20
drive. And once
slot,
again,
but
they
we have
showed
a
passing
class, right?
formation, showing the
Yeah,
shotgun.
that must
And they
be
ran
my
out of
mistake.
it.
I
That's a
was
nice
strict
play
for
by
the
them
days that
defensively, though, to
want
hold it to a short
book
game.
which is not a class day.
What if I want to book on tomorrow? So where should I
Throw
go
on
and
second down. McDonald.
There
Gonna
is
go
one.
screen. It's complete.
Oh, sorry about that.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the screen.
Yeah,
But
so
now
how
it's
do you
third
have
down.
Well, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Control room, and then you select
On 3rd and 2. McDonald. This pass
Yes,
caught
in the
at the
control
4.
room.
And the Cardinals are going to
One more
have first and
question.
goal as they try to
This
finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up the first
we
and
have
goal.
any questions,
Just
then
sit on
we
it.
have
Could they
to
had to throw the ball
I think
third
it's
down?
compulsory.
Get the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got
I think we gotta do
And
it.
defensively,
Yeah, we
back
gotta
break.
to know whether we are on the right track.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Just to see if we are on the right track and doing the right things. Yeah.
They'll try and run
As you
through on
mentioned,
first
how
and
many
goal.
opponents we have
Fights
to take
his
for.
way in, not giving
That's
up.
some new information
It's a
which I'm
Cardinal
going to
touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to
Yeah,
their
because here
lead.
at
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option,
Just pull us aside in
quarterbacks
different
have to
rooms
keep the ball.
during
In the
those
NFL,
appointments.
that's usually not the recipe for being
I'm sure I
around too
heard
long.
Sumner say
So
something
when you
about
do
that
keep
beginning,
it,
or maybe
it
it's
often
just a
surprises
practice
the
thing
heck out
to
of the
see if we
defense.
know
The
how to do
kickoff
it.
unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. LA ready for its next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Last week he
Go
finished
more
at
on the right,
70%.
so
This
go
week
more
he's
on the
up
right.
over 80%.
For the week.
I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete
guys,
the
sorry,
pass.
what do we have? We have to select, we have to look for phone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the
The
25.
lab hours,
Right.
if we need any help and to just check on a regular
To
basis
throw is
how we are
Darnold.
doing and if we have
This one
any
brought in
some
by
questions.
Jefferson.
Okay.
And he'll be out of bounds
So wait,
across the
I
30-yard
just
line.
checked
They
it
get
right now.
6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They're going to get 60%. 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals
On the
get
right
home
hand
for the
side, there are
sack.
2 tabs.
Well, how about that? A dime set
Right
on
side.
defense, 6 defensive
We'll
backs.
see today's
None of
appointment
them
and
blitz. They're just back there in
and then below that there is a
Defensive
drop
lineman
down
gets the
with
sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The line coach
Next
will.
to Eric Talent.
They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game.
I
Could
don't see
not
this
come away
upcoming
with anything
appointments
there
and
on 4th.
scheduled
While we know that
lab
they'll get
hours on the
discouraged here,
left side.
they can't check out of this
I
game.
guess
You and I
that
have
is
called a
the
good
agenda.
number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back,
Yeah,
and
still I
that
don't see
miracle
that.
does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now,
That
hoping for a turnover. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Man, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Only one of you can talk.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald eluding the pressure right. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. He's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play.
One of you would like to talk to me, but all of you
I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the ball. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a first carry for the fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
And not that whoever said that would like for you to show your screen, because mine for some reason is not showing now. It's giving an error message.
Show my screen. Whenever you're ready.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity.
If you go to,
from where we sit, it's actually
everybody look
frustration,
on your,
not a good play.
Go to convert zone for the lamp only.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Everybody got it?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Everybody have it?
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
When you
Being
go
able to stay in bounds, the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stay on top quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
When you click on that,
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
click on the
He'll
time.
take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Cole McDonald, his 1st touchdown on the
On
year.
yours,
And
like
the Cardinals will
I
extend
put her
their
name.
lead. Made a great lead there, CD. Good decision to keep it.
And I think what we just saw there is someone understanding that throwing the ball through that traffic can also be fraught with disaster. Keep it, use your legs, get it to the end zone.
Set down to kick this
I
one
did
away, and
those
off
exact
it
same
goes.
steps. And it showed up
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
blank.
And this will not be brought out.
Well, the
It's a
time is
touchdown.
already passed.
Okay.
What did you should have played?
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
So, next question to you is, so for like lab hour,
He's going to find his running back. It's
like
complete.
one time, or
And he's going to be dropped forward
how
to
do you
pick up
go
a
about
7 past the 30 to the 32.
From
That's
4.
played from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard
So
line.
every Tuesday? Okay, so,
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
and so
Quick
like
pass
when,
to
but
Cup.
like the next like
And he'll
available
get
like
it
time
out just
slot.
short of the
There's
45 at the
available every
44.
Tuesday except for the
Hard
week
to believe his
of,
first
spring
catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
March
A
23rd.
first down throw, Darnold looking for his running back, and he's got him.
I didn't do
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA
So like we can
Sports.
like
Now, after
advance
the
like
completion,
next
we're going to
week
get a
and already
timeout,
like
an injured player.
schedule the
They've
And
been
this
up
is
since
certainly
the
not
first
what you want to
class.
see in the
And I
final week
just
of the
changed
year.
times now.
We'll be back. Able to
And
get
this is-
7 on that
this is
first down
for
pass
our
play.
lover.
2nd and
And
3.
it counts towards
Darnold to throw again. He'll get this with a cup complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after a broken tackle.
So,
He's going to let it fly.
I'm sorry, what did we do then? Is this the last offensive?
Yes.
14. Touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt.
And if you think you need 2 slots, put 2 slots together.
Sam Sloman for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Well,
Extra
because we're
point
not
splits
going
the
to win.
uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to
Somebody
10.
needs to be checking in every once in a while to see how you do.
That's who.
Because normally I would go to the lab and visit with
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football.
I just tried looking
They knew
for
they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave
But
the
it's
door.
showing that
They did indeed. I think
all
we're down to
our,
none.
for all our
Ball going back over to Arizona now. And a few near
February the
downs should just
16th.
about do
February
it.
the
Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
I cannot see anything like one difference.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Schedule, we can do even a meeting with you, like during class?
No.
No, wait.
Okay, I just
have an appointment at 6:15.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now after the run,
Somebody got an appointment
down
working
the
on
field. This is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year.
I just want to see
We'll be
that.
back.
I'm serious, I don't know what they're discussing.
Dr. Drew, can we reserve 2 slots, but if we don't need it, is that okay? If things get done in 1 slot, then...
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get to the 31 enough for the first down.
But what do you think would be best for you? If you might need to.
If you think you need more
Down
detail.
to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
What are you doing today, Dr. Jones?
I had a medical procedure earlier this morning and I'm tired.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
That's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
But it's okay.
The one after.
Yeah, I did for the captain. Thank you.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they